the topic that I want to talk about with you guys today, I'll spend like 5 minutes on this and then do a few questions, and then we'll split up, socialize, talk to some women. Getting out of your head. So for me, this was like a big thing actually, because I'm a very analytical person. And I'm very, I like to analyze things. I'm very intellectual. I like to read things. I like to learn things. But when it comes to meeting women, you have to be in the habit of taking action. So in my experience, and I'm gonna go through a few simple tips and pointers on how you can get out of your head and get a little bit more in the moment. This was like a big thing for me. And what I found was that if you just hammer at it little by little over time and do consistent actions, consistent effort, a little by little, every day or every other day, over time, it makes a big, big difference. Much better than trying to go out once in a blue moon, trying to talk to a million women, Friday night, and then you don't do anything for the next 3 months or something, right? It's better to do a little bit every day, over and over, and then you become more social, more confident, more calibrated, right? Okay, so first thing, just have 2 or 3 good conversation topics in your back pocket, so to speak, when you approach a woman, right? When you go up to a girl and you're gonna be chatting with her, you're probably gonna be talking about what do you do, where are you from, basic conversation topics, basic chit chat, type of stuff that people always talk about when they first meet each other, right? Whether it's guys or girls. So you kind of already know a little bit what the conversation, how it's gonna go for the first 30, 60 seconds. You have 2 or 3 good topics in the back of your head that you can call on, then you're already ahead of the game, because you're not going to be caught unawares, and you're not going to reach that awkward silence and be like, oh shit, what do I say, now what, right? Because when you hit that silence, say, oh, boom, by the way, funny story this week, happened to me this week, I was at work and blah, blah, blah happened, and my boss came in and whatever, right? So notice I say good conversation topics, not common conversation topics, right? The common stuff is easy. Where are you from? What do you do? Do you enjoy what you do? Stuff like that, right? Something that's good is something that's unusual, something that's unique, something that's different. So it's going to be different for every guy, right? So in my case, it might be like a scientific article that I read recently in the last week about something interesting, something that caught my attention. It might be a trip that I took years ago when I lived in Europe. It might be a funny experience that I had hanging out with my friend last weekend. You know what I mean? It's going to be unique for each guy, but if you just have those things in the back of your mind, it allows you to relax, because then you're not putting so much pressure on yourself inside in your head as to what do I say? Am I going to say the right thing? How do I keep her attention, and so on. Number 2, relax. Big topic, right?
That's a hard
big theme.
Yeah.
Relaxing is actually easy. You just have to literally relax your muscles, right? You notice your shoulders are tense, whatever. Your hands are tense, including your facial muscles.
Yeah.
So your face, all your muscles in your whole body, right? Shoulder, back, torso, legs, the whole thing, right? Whenever you're in a new environment, or you're talking in front of a beautiful woman, it's natural to get a little tense, a little nervous, right? So just consciously remind yourself, relax. Relax those shoulder muscles, relax your upper back, stand up straight. Do I have a nice relaxed smile on my face? Along with relaxation comes deep breaths. Take some deep breaths, get some oxygen into your body. When we get nervous, we stop breathing. It's ironic, because that's actually when we need to breathe the most, right? So when you go out, just consciously remind yourself, take some deep breaths. Breathe in, breathe out, right? 3 or 4 of those. I like to do actually 10 deep breaths when I'm out and about walking, just to really let go of all that tension and all that, weird stuff in my head, right? Relax muscles and deep breaths. Get that blood flowing in your body, helps you to loosen up, feel a little bit more comfortable in this situation, okay? So number 3, open your eyes and ears and observe, okay? Observe what's going on around you. When you get into your head, what's happening is you're focusing so much on your own thoughts. You're like, oh, she said this, now what do I say? Well, if I say that, then what's her reaction going to be? Blah, blah, blah. So just look around you, right? Look around at what the vibe is, right? What's going on? There's drinks over there. There's wine. There's a guy with blue jeans. There's a woman wearing a black coat. The Empire State Building. It's windy out. You know what I mean? Like, if you just look around, you notice and observe what's going on around you, then not only are you acquiring conversation topics, right? It says, hey, it's a nice day today, or hey, it's not a nice day today. Wow, the Empire State Building looks great, you know, whatever. So that's good for those lulls in the conversation also. So not only are you getting conversation topics, but you're also getting out of your head because you're forcing yourself into the present moment, right? You're forcing yourself to actually notice what the hell's going on around you. Especially when you're talking to a woman, notice her, okay? Pay close attention to her, because she's gonna give you pretty much everything you need. Based on her words, based on her body language, based on her posture. Does she seem tired? Does she seem bored? Does she seem happy, excited, relaxed? What is she wearing? Any interesting items? Jewelry, earrings, necklaces, bracelets. Is she doing something? Is she reading a book? Is she texting somebody on her phone? Whatever, right? All these things help you to get you out of your head, into the moment, relaxed in the present moment, and they give you conversation topics as well to carry the conversation forward. Relaxing and deep breaths, observe, pay attention, and a few like stock conversation topics in the back of your head just as a backup, right?